Gigabyte is one of the strongest competitors in the market, so you've probably used a product that was manufactured by them, or maybe thought of having, but either way, you're probably familiar with the quality of their products. In the past couple of years, Razer, Acer, and Alienware were amongst the greatest manufacturers that were rapidly growing in the market, but Gigabyte, with their Aero, has proven that their laptop can compete with price, design, and performance with the companies we mentioned. That's why, today, I'm going to make a detailed overview of the Aero 15W BK4, which in my opinion should be considered as the must-have for every gamer who wants to move from their existing setup and feel the benefits of having a VR-ready laptop. From a design perspective, the Gigabyte Aero measures 14 inches in width, 9.8 inches in depth, 0.70 inches in height, and weighs around 4.62 pounds. The Aero's case comes in 3 colors from we can choose from, such as the green, orange, and black, but we've chosen the black one because it has a real gaming look. But keep in mind that all 3 of them share the same quality. The laptop's case is made of plastic and aluminum, which makes it sturdy and flexible at the same time. So, for the price you pay, this is more than good. At the back, on the bottom, there is a triangular lining that is finished in an orange color, and the surface that is bordered by the lining has a carbon pattern which looks really good, especially when you open the lid. At the center, there is the Gigabyte logo, which is finished in white, so I have to admit that the company has created a handsome laptop that looks beautiful from any angle. The connectivities are positioned between the left and the right side of the case. So, you can find an USB 3.0 port, an HDMI 2.0 port, a 3.5mm audio jack, a mini DisplayPort 1.3, and an RJ45 LAN port on the left. While on the right side, there are 2 USB 3.0 ports, DC in, a Kensington lock, 1 card reader, and Thunderbolt 3, which allows data transmission as fast as 40 GB per second. I really like the robustness because you can connect the laptop with up to 3 4K external monitors, as well as to power an 8K display according to the manufacturer. Moving on, when you open the lid, one of the first things that you will see would be the Spacious Touchpad, and slightly above there is a keyboard, for which we will talk right away. The keyboard has a reasonable key travel, while the keys themselves are very soft and require just a tiny press in order to register your commands. Interestingly, the camera is positioned above the keyboard, at the center, instead of the common top center position. For your information, it is HD and it is great for video chats and streaming, so I think that you will really like it. What I really like about the keyboard is that you can choose from up to 16.8 million colors and personalize each key to glow however you want. All you have to do is just take advantage of the RGB Fusion software, and then you can start creating profiles for each game that you will play, while on the other side, the software will ensure that the keyboard will glow based on your settings. I find this very handy for the long night gaming sessions, which would be further enhanced as well as your ambient by having your setup backlit, so for now I don't have any remarks regarding to the design and the keyboard. Moreover, the touchpad has a smooth surface, and people claim that it does its work perfectly fine, but only for web surfing and working with documents. This is nothing to be surprised of due to the fact that gamers are always using their external mice for gaming. Finally, the last part of the design is a 15.6-inch screen that features a 5mm thin bezel design, which is incredibly important for gaming, since the thinner the bezel, the better your view would be. I will deliver more information in the following section, so get ready for the best part where I will talk about the performance and the features. The Aero screen is IPS and has a Full HD resolution or 3840 by 2160 in terms of pixels, which is really cool in my opinion, mainly because the visuals would be indeed stunning. I would like to mention that the colors are exceptionally realistic, because the Aero 15 is certified by the X-Rite Pantone, which is known for their rigorous standards, so you already know what you should expect for gaming. Speaking of the hardware, the Aero 15 integrates an i7 HQ processor, 512GB SSD, 16GB of RAM, and GTX 1060, which will help you pursue your dreams in the productivity and in gaming like you have never felt before. You shouldn't worry about the heat either, since Gigabyte has found a great solution with the incorporation of the dual fans that are followed by heat pipes, which will effectively reduce the heat to the minimum, so you can always have the optimal temperature even if you've been playing or working for hours. I would also like to inform you that the speakers are the only thing that I'd consider as a remark, but they are a proof that excellence doesn't exist, and so does this laptop. The audio quality is decent and moderately loud, so if you want to feel a real gaming experience, then I suggest you use your external headphones or speakers, since for movies and similar stuff the audio is okay. Finally, the 94 Wh battery can last for around 8 hours of ordinary web surf and video playback, but for gaming that wouldn't be a case since games require a higher energy consumption. Either way, the battery life is still respectable for the price and can compete with Razer Blade, Dell XPS and Acer's V15 Nitro. To conclude, you should definitely take this laptop into consideration, and if you ever decide to buy it, the Aero 15 will ensure long gaming and working hours filled with a fast and reliable performance like you have never previously used to having.